It's compelling, it's cutthroat, it's chaotic, it's clever, it's controversy and chaos, baby.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 79 of Controversy and Chaos.
Well,
Woo.
hello. Hello, people.
Getting up there, 79.
Heck yeah. Oh my God.
Getting up there. I feel like we were just at 50, and now we're
Just
closer
at
to 100.
50. It's literally close to 100. And this is going to be what mark? Not now, but like in November, it'll be what, 2 years?
Yeah,
3
in
years?
November, 2 years. Not
Yeah.
3. Don't age us that
Yeah,
much.
I'm tripping. I'm like, definitely not 3. Yeah, 2.
Brain fart. Got
Yes, it'll
lipstick in
be
my
like
teeth.
the little 2-year mark.
Yep, perfect. Okay, so I don't even know what I want to start. Well, have you seen the new news about the clock app?
No, what?
So, TikTok, they were supposed to originally be shut down in the US in January, unless they sold to a US buyer. So, they have officially gotten a deal done where they are selling basically 80% of the company. And the company, TikTok US will now be its own separate thing. So 80% stake is going to go to companies, I think Oracle, Silver Lake, AZ16, and some of their legacy US investors. So they're going to have 80% stake. Additionally, on top of that, ByteDance is going to own a 20% stake in the company. There also has to now be a US board, and there is one seat that is for a US government, like someone in the government. So with the move, I'm about to get to that. With the move from basically what's going to happen is TikTok USA is going to be a whole different thing. So once everything is done and finalized, everyone in the US is going to have to download a different TikTok app, which is just for the US. So I think it's going to be one of those things where we don't have any connection to anywhere else in the world. I think it's just going to be United States. Just the United States. It is subject to government oversight. So now the government has access to whatever data. So just like they were like, oh, the Chinese, and what are they going to do with the data?
Y'all are literally doing.
The US is going to do the same thing. So I don't really know what that means for the future of TikTok. It's giving, ever since the initial, like when TikTok went dark for like that one day, when they shut everything down, when it came back, it just wasn't right.
Yeah, it wasn't. And I feel like it took me a while to rebuild
rebuild the algorithm. Yes. So also with that, we will no longer have access to the TikTok algorithm. The US will have its own separate algorithm from regular TikTok that all the other countries will have, that's run by ByteDance. We have to have our own algorithm, which I think that honestly, all that's going to do is it's going to make way for more censorship, more propaganda. This is about to be it's not really that bad. They about to try to pull the slavery was a choice, it wasn't that bad card on us. And be like, all this shit that this orange fucking clown and his minions are doing is
ridiculous.
It's okay. It's not that bad. Like, people are enjoying it. Like, trying to pull the wool over everyone's eyes. The same shit that they did with Stephen Colbert, the same shit that they now have done with Jimmy Kimmel, with taking him off the air. They're now going to be doing it to us. So for me, I don't know if, honestly, I'll be a TikTok user.
Because it's probably not even going to be worth it, because I'm not trying to get on there and see. Honestly,
I don't want to see no maggot propaganda, because one thing about it, and you can't pull the wool over my eyes, but the people who don't know any better, who choose to just not engage in and pay attention to what's actually happening right now, are going to be the people that are going to be easily duped, easily fooled. And I'm just not here for it. I'm not here for all of this like extremist behavior. I'm not here for the Trump loyalists. I'm not here for nothing. I'm not here for none of that. So I don't know. I really don't know where the future of TikTok is going to stand after this.
And when is this supposed to happen again?
They haven't said. No, there isn't a date yet that I've seen, because I think this was just announced maybe yesterday or 2 days ago. So it's gonna get real scary hours right here. It is going to be heavily, just like they snatched Jimmy Kimmel off the air because he said nothing wrong.
I was about to say the joke or whatever he said during his monologue is not nearly as bad as things that I've heard on like SNL and other places.
Not even that. It's just a matter of you can't say anything that this imbecile doesn't fucking like. And it's just like,
That
but
too.
it's the reality. When you were asked about person whose name I won't even utter, you ain't give a fuck. And that's what Jimmy Kimmel said. You don't give a fuck. He played the clip. You don't give a fuck. So why are we pretending like we do? Why are we pretending like this man was something special? He wasn't. He was nobody. He was a podcaster who had very extremist ideas. And it's just crazy. It's like you could say whatever you want about Black people. You could say whatever you want about anybody.
Literally.
But you better not say
Any
nothing
group
about this
of people.
orange man. It's just like, is it because what Jimmy Kimmel said was so outlandish? It was so
No.
disrespectful. He didn't say anything like that. Actually, in Jimmy Kimmel's monologue, he gave condolences to the family. He did that. So it's just like, what are we really fucking talking about here? It's really absurd. It's fucking disgusting. And it really just, it's crazy. It's scary hours. And
Say spooky season for real.
it's spooky season. And
I can't even say season because it's not even an end in sight.
no, there's no end in sight. And I just don't know. I don't even know if, I hate to say it, like, do we have faith that if anything is going to improve, change? I honestly, I don't know, because there's so many people just laying down and opening up their wallets that the majority who don't even want any of this are going to suffer. But the bunch of idiots who fucking voted for this dumbass, like, we told y'all this is what was going to happen.
Yeah, literally. Like
Like,
there was nothing
and
to
sometimes
find out. They told us.
they told us. Everyone told us. He told us. And it just be like, wow. Honestly, it's just like, I can't get with anybody who fucking voted for him. I really can't get with, because what it gives is you hate everybody. You hate Black people. You hate Hispanics. You hate Asians. It's just like, what
Not even that.
what
You
is
just
what
you
is
really
happening
just
here?
don't give a fuck about
Anything
humanity and your
outside
quality of
of
life.
being racist. And it's just like,
Yeah.
but the people who are getting it actually really affected the most are the people who voted for this. And it's just like, oh, now you want to wake up. Now you want to side with the people who have common fucking sense.
Mm-hmm. It's too late.
It's like, why? Oh, farmers want to be upset. Oh no, because y'all fucking subsidies is gone. I said that shit was gonna happen. Farms gone. Take it. You wanted it. So now you're like, oh, we got to sell our family farm. We don't know what we're going to do. Yeah.
Guess
Because
what?
you were
Neither do I. I
so
don't know
fucking
what you want to do.
hateful. Yeah. It's like, you were so fucking hateful. You were so fucking racist that you shot yourself in the face. You cut off your nose to spite your face. And now you want people to feel bad for you. It's like, no, I don't fucking feel bad for you. Actually, I don't. I have no empathy for you, because you wanted this. You got what you asked for. What we could have had, what could have been, people could have been getting $25,000 in down payment assistance. Instead, the rich are getting their tax breaks. The billionaires ain't paying no more taxes than they been ain't paying them. So they damn sure still not going to pay them. You're losing Medicaid. Kids don't have to get their vaccines. It's just like all of this shit is going to, you can't get a COVID shot. It's the Wild Wild West, run by a bunch of people who have no fucking clue what they're doing.
But you know what it is? I don't even want to say it's that they don't know what they're doing. It's almost like, you ever met someone who like doesn't care about the future? They just care about their current outcome. It's like, okay,
Yes.
This might be good for you right now, but in like a year or 2 years, like what is that going to look like?
Honestly, I think for a lot of the people that have been put in place, I don't think that it actually benefits them right now. I think that they're going for, it could benefit me.
Which is
it's
worse.
Like, it's like, oh, it could benefit me. I'm not really getting any benefit right now, because these people don't give a fuck. They do not know what they're doing. Pete Hegseth was a weekend news host on Fox News. He don't know shit about running the Department of Defense. Nothing. Never served in the military. He has no experience. RFK Jr. running the CDC, running the health department. He sounds like a fucking talk box. Like something is wrong with his voice. His brain is just like frazzled. He can't even like get his sentences out clearly. And this is the person that's in charge. He has no science. He has no medical background making decisions about if you can get a vaccine or not. Because I told you, like, COVID vaccines now in majority of states, you now have to get a prescription from your doctor to be able to get a vaccine. That was previously everyone who wants one can get one. Right. Which is like, really, then what was if it's by choice, you don't have to. It's not, the government's not mandating that you get it. It's by choice. So why are we taking it away? if it's by choice. Because you want to act like COVID didn't exist. You want to act like millions of people all over the world didn't die. They did.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the people who is ultimately responsible for COVID even taking place in the first place is that orange fucking imbecile. I just be like, the guy running the FBI, the most unqualified person ever, never even worked in the FBI. Why is Kash Patel the head of the FBI?
I just don't
like. I don't get it. And then Joy Reid, she actually basically said it best. She was like, what the fuck are y'all so mad at? You got everything that you fucking wanted. You have the presidency. You have a Supreme Court that's going to let you run wild, do whatever you want. You can literally racially profile people. If they speak Spanish, you can stop and pull them over. You can try to detain them and deport them. It doesn't matter. You can literally do whatever you want. They are giving you everything that you want on a silver fucking platter. You have both houses of Congress. You have all of your minions appointed in all of these different places in every single department. You fired people. You've gave that fucking crazy man to run Tesla. You gave him all of our information. Like, you gave everybody everything. They're all getting what they wanted. So why the fuck are y'all still so mad? Why are y'all so mad? Because nobody is thanking you. Like, oh, thank you. You saved us. This is what we always wanted. We like you guys. No, we don't fucking like you. We don't want no parts of this shit.
Like,
it's just like,
it's like, what more? It's literally a what more do you
what
want?
More do you want? And I think they just want the acceptance. It really kind of boils down to the same thing at the end of the day. It's really just like a bully mentality. Like, you just want somebody to like you. You want somebody to feed into your fucking negativity, your bullshit. You want that. You crave that. You want the acceptance. And because you will not get it, you will continue to try to do everything that you can to control people. And I was like, guess what? It's just not happening.
Because they're going to get to a point where it's like, there's nothing to even respond to anymore. Because it's like, they're going to do what they want. I mean, people can keep speaking up and voicing their opinions. But guess what? With the new TikTok, I'm sure that won't make it into the algorithm.
Oh, no. That's not going to make it. That's not going to make it into.
Those videos will be deleted. Those videos will
be flagged, reported, deleted. It's going to be gone. Like, you can't even curse in your DMs with people on TikTok without it hiding.
Oh, I know.
Your comment.
I got flagged.
I got flagged too, and I'm like, bitch, what? And all I said was this shit, and I probably said like, bitch, what the fuck? And then like, you flagged my comment. What? Like, my private message with someone else? Like, what are we talking about here? What are we doing here? So yeah, there have been protests everywhere. There was a huge protest in the UK. Mm-hmm. And they came out in droves. So other countries, and I think they didn't want to see that. I think they want the US to be very isolated from everyone else when other countries are, protesting and showing their support and letting it be known that we don't fuck with him nowhere. Mm. Nobody does.
I haven't seen that on my
timeline. Exactly. You haven't seen it. And it's like, but it was happening. And there were it looked like hundreds of thousands of people outside protesting. And it's like, they don't want you to see that. And now with basically like him threatening to use the FCC to basically, if I don't like what you're saying, we're going to take you off. And and part of it is just like throughout the history of time, it's like, this is why understanding economics is important. Mm-hmm. This is why understanding what monopolies are is important, because a lot of things could not happen if the government did not allow for monopolies. Jimmy Kimmel being taken off the air is because a Trump loyalist, a extremely conservative company, owns all of the TV stations. They own pretty much all of the TV stations, and over time, they have been purchasing independent stations, and they have so many stations under them. It's just like, we run all of this. And there's not that many channels that are locally owned to where that they don't determine what comes on TV. So a lot of people are calling for boycotting Disney, ABC. A lot of people are canceling their Disney Plus subscriptions, which ultimately, like, Hulu doesn't exist anymore. Hulu and Disney is now one thing. So canceling their subscriptions. And honestly, it's one of those things, like, we seen what happened with Target, and it was it worked. So doing the other things, I feel like, and it sucks because, like, I don't personally have a Disney Plus membership of my own, because if I did, bitch, cancel. Cancel. And it's like, and it sucks because the things that will suffer if people go through it, which I feel like a lot of people will, just like, I'm canceling it. for Disney overall, this could start affecting their cruise lines, affecting visitorship to the parks. Like it's going to be a corporate trickle down effect. And only for afterwards people to come out, executives, they love to, like, I'll put it out there, but don't put my name on it, to come out and say that they didn't think that what Jimmy Kimmel said was bad. They just feared the retaliation from Cheeto Dust.
I'll say that's what I saw.
They were like, fearful of what the possible
really
retaliation.
Y'all just exactly didn't want to be at the other end of the stick.
Exactly, because what happened, what he said, he did not say anything defamatory. He didn't say anything that was like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. When it's like, he could have. And it's like, but I thought y'all was for freedom of speech, and I thought y'all were for all of these different things, but
we know that's not the truth.
When it was like, we don't like canceling people and we don't like all of this, but it's like, but you doing it though. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Just very much, what the hell is going on?
Literally.
What the hell is going on here? But I do want to highlight that Jasmine Crockett did introduce legislation that basically will not allow the president to weaponize the FCC in response to Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert being taken off air, because Stephen Colbert was pretty much the exact same thing. Because now they're trying to come after The View.
What The View do?
They want The View taken up, because even though The View has always had like a mixed panelists, which I think that they do really well. They have conservative people, they have Democrats, they have the whole gambit. They don't like it. And for the most part, they're very outward of like, hell no, they ain't fucking with it. So, and so you don't, of course, if they don't want Jimmy Kimmel making jokes, they damn sure don't want 5 women.
Right.
Whether they white or not. I mean, Whoopi's not white, but they have Whoopi, I think her name is Anna, the other host, the Hispanic lady, like Sunny, they don't want these women up here giving their opinions, even if they have a conservative up there, because I will say for The View, they have educated, smart women up there. I may not agree with everyone's takes, but I don't think that you can say that they're idiots. I'll never say that. But they don't want them to have no opinions and have a public platform. The View been on TV a long time.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, The View?
The View has been on TV for a long time, and it is very successful. So it's ridiculous, and I want people to actually stay informed. I know it's a lot of information, but any way that you can get the information.
It's not even every day something new. It's like every hour.
Every hour there's something new. Sometimes it's like, some things you have to filter through, but I think the things that directly affect what's going on, especially what you see in your everyday life, when it comes to things like war and things, we don't see that because it's not happening, and it's not happening within the US. So we're not like, this isn't a war-torn country. We're not thinking about those things. So I get it that sometimes it can be a lot. So you have that piece of news. Then you have this. Then you have all the things that are happening in Congress, the things that are happening on state levels. There's so many things going on all at the same time, all to distract, because that man is all through them files. He all up and through there.
That's what I heard.
Girl, I think was it in the UK? He was supposed to go and visit with the king, and they plastered his picture while he's hugged up with Jeffrey Epstein on the side of a fucking castle, top to bottom. They ain't fucking with him. Put that picture. Oh, you got your arm wrapped around Epstein? These other places are not playing. So it's like, they trying to censor it real bad because they don't want you to see that they don't fuck with him over there.
Right.
They don't like it. They ain't fucking with it. Yeah, put that picture up there. Projector screen. I think someone ended up getting arrested for it. But you can arrest them, but you can't unsee what happened. You can't unsee it. So, I'll be going on my political tangents, but I need people to stay informed because special elections are coming up. So there are a number of states that have special elections that have very important things on the ballot that people need to be aware of. And you need to actually go out and vote for. Mayoral elections. We're gearing up for, is it called gubernatorial elections that will be happening? Yeah, lots of things. I know California, when they have their midterm election, they're going to be voting on if the citizens want the map changed, because that will pretty much offset what Texas did with redrawing their maps and giving them extra seats. If California gets approved to do it, they basically offset them because California's a bigger state. So I hope that people get up and go out and vote for the things that really, at this point in time, it does matter.
Yeah, and I know sometimes it does feel like in the grand scheme of things, this is not going to do anything. But even if you feel like that, just do it. Do your part, because you never know. You never know. Because just how we never know what they're going to try to revoke or do or whatever, as long as you can say, okay, I used, what is it called, my civic duty.
Yes, you did your civic duty and you put it out there. I think that people who do not participate don't have room to complain because you didn't exercise the free will. Like, think while it's still free. Exercise your free will while you still have it. Go and pay attention, vote, because a lot of them are trying to do the okie doke. Because even in Georgia, a Republican is now flipping to run as governor as a Democrat. And his whole platform is like, oh, the people of Georgia don't want this, and the people of Georgia are going to suffer. And it's like, sir, you was a part of those people that voted to put this 6-week abortion ban in place. Yeah, you voted for that.
Trick me.
You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me. Won't be voting for you, because make it make sense. Just because you want to flip sides, you want to take off and switch jerseys mid-game. No. Stand on that shit. You wanted it, stand on it. This is what you voted for. You wanted to be a Cheeto Dust minion. Now you are an Oompa Loompa. Keep it fucking moving. Stand on it. Don't try to flip sides now and confuse the people. So now you can keep going on with your fuck shit agenda.
I was about to say, it's not like your messaging and agenda.
It ain't change. It's like, not.
Please.
It's not going to change, because if you were concerned about things being too conservative, and if you were concerned about what was in the best interest of the citizens of Georgia, you wouldn't have voted for that, because it's not in anybody's best interest. And it's not something that across the state that people wanted. So yeah, everybody really needs to wake the fuck up and pay attention, because serious shit going on out here. So yes, lots of things going on. And a person that I feel like if you want to keep up, but like give you in a relatable way of what the hell is going on, Don Lemon.
Oh yeah, I actually do like him.
Yes. Follow Don Lemon on, Aaron Parnas gives all of his, Aaron Parnas be wearing me out sometimes, but I get it. It's a lot. He's trying to cover everything, but I think Don Lemon does a great job of making things relatable, and Don Lemon hits the streets. He talks to actual like citizens, gets their opinions on things. And he also be down on Capitol Hill, up close and personal in these people's faces. A real journalist pointing out things that are just not factual. It's like, you said that, that's not factual. That didn't happen. Actually, this is what happened. What's your opinion on this? And really kind of being in people's face to say what it is. If you don't believe that, what is it? Say what it is.
Let me see. I'm like, do I follow him? Let me follow
him. I think Don Lemon does a great job, and I personally love him off CNN, because now he really getting in his bag.
Right, I was about to say,
getting in his fucking bag. He could say what he want to say, how he want to say it, and he does a great job. Like he'll do like a show on there, like basically on TikTok Live, so you can hear his opinions, get more information on things in depth. So I think that Don Lemon does a really good job.
I love that.
So make sure you are following him. Yes. So now that we've gotten that out the way, we're going to switch gears. Do you have a random question before I get into the main topic?
Well, last episode I had two. One was a little lighthearted, and so that leaves the next one. Let me pull it up again. Okay. Random question of the day of the episode. What's one thing you've learned about your life? Or no, what's one thing you've learned about life or yourself from me?
From you?
You want me to go first?
Okay. I genuinely have no fucking clue.
So one thing I learned about life, or I'll say myself through like you and your lens, is that I actually do have an issue with people pleasing that like I feel like didn't really become apparent until my adult years. And I feel like you going through different situations and like us having conversations, I'm like, damn, like that's me too. Like, so it's kind of like allowed me to like put a mirror to myself through your lens. And it's like, okay, that's something I need to work on too. Like, why is this something that I care about? Why am I concerned with whatever? You know, we don't have to go into details, but that is something that I definitely learned about myself from you. And then also like, I also learned, which is like not really learned, but I've been learning more like the power of having self-confidence and what that really looks like and means, and how that also impacts how other people treat you. Yeah.
Who knew I'd be teaching things? I do a little bit. Who knew
A little bit.
No, but I love that because it's like, it's one of those things that when you're friends with someone, especially for so long, you see their growth and you see their journey. Like, we've definitely been friends from the ending of our adolescence and girlhood into transitioning into womanhood and then being women.
Yeah.
Because those are 3 different stages in life.
Literally.
And it's just like, okay, I'm a grown woman now. Like, I may have thought I was grown way back then, but I was not. I was not. I was just a grown girl. I was
a growing girl.
A grown girl. A growing girl. A grown woman at all. So it's just like, yeah, like various stages in life. And I think sometimes, like, when you see all the growth within a person, you never really kind of think about what other people see on the other side of it. Or even without realizing that in relationships, you are supposed to really be a mirror for other people. It's like,
for sure,
I can see you. Yes, I'm going through this situation. However, everybody kind of goes through the same thing,
so whether it's at the same time or a different
time. Yeah. And it's like, oh, I remember when this happened. Now it's just my turn for this to happen. So how am I going to deal with or handle this? I think mine for you, please don't start crying.
Girl, I'm not gonna cry. I think I've cried enough this
okay. Yeah. Okay. But I think for you, I think the thing that you taught me and like I think continue to teach me is like being a good partner. Because I've seen you in your relationship with Matt through a lot of various stages. And it's just like the way that you constantly show up and the way that you put emphasis on like having conversations. I will say that's one thing about you. You will have the conversation. Actually, you cannot rest until the conversation has been had. But even when it's like times where it's like the conversation is fucking uncomfortable, it's just like just having that open dialogue with your partner. And I feel like for me, as being super hyper independent, I'm just like, no, I'm not having that conversation. Whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, in reality, you can't sustain something that you're not willing to even address what your issue is or what your feelings are. And it doesn't even have to be like an issue, but just being able to kind of recognize my emotion and put them into words in order to explain that to another person. And I feel like it took me a long time to understand also, like, that.
Even with that, like, girl, don't be doing all the things. I just, oh God, please leave me alone. Go away.
But yeah, it just be like, life really, I feel like life be coming at you fast. And it's like a lot of times you don't realize the lessons that you actually are putting into practice. Because it was funny, maybe a couple of weeks ago, like Colin will always ask me, he always asks me at the gym, like when we're walking, like doing our little cardio, he'd be like, oh, so how are you? And I'm like, I'm cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I'm good. And then I realized in those moments, I always say like, oh, I'm good. I'm fine. But it's like, no, he's asking for a very specific reason.
And right. Even if he's not like, saying it, it's like.
Even if he's not saying it, just say what it is. And it was just like a couple weeks ago, I told you how I applied for a new position at work and just kind of how I felt about it. He was asking me, you know, how I was like, and it all kind of happened within that same week. And I told him, I was just like, you know, I woke up a little sad the other day. And he was just like, well, why were you sad? Now it was just like, then immediately I was like, oh God, why did I say something? Because now he's concerned. And I'm just like, I am not about to jump off a building. I'm not that kind of sad.
And now I have to talk about it.
But honestly, for me, it's kind of, I always kind of say I'm cool, I'm fine. Even if the people who are closest to me, because it's no secret that I've struggled with depression. And sometimes I feel like with that comes like, people be overly concerned. Like, are you feeling depressed? What's happening? And I'm just like, back up. Like, I'm not feeling that way. Calm down.
Right.
But people who are around you and people who love you, it does cause concern because like, well, I want to make sure that it's not like the last time where it's like, you didn't say anything and then we find out you're falling apart and nobody knew.
Yeah. And then it's like, not even to make it selfish, but it's just like, damn, well, I didn't do my part. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's just like I kind of had to at first when I said I was sad and I thought about it, I was like, I told him I was like, well, I don't know why I felt sad. And then I told him I was like, maybe the sad is not the right word. I was like, because I don't know that. He was just like, well, what did you? I'm like, no, I just kind of felt like I got over it and went on my day. But as I kind of like went through that, I think I might have like texted him one day. No, I might have sent him a voice note because he'd be at work. So he called me and we had like a 45-minute conversation while he's at work. And I'm just like, actually, I did not feel sad. Sad was the wrong word.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what I felt in that moment is I was feeling very like defeated in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like I'm trying to change things. I want to switch careers. I want to do a whole bunch of things and just feeling like it's not going my way or the thought of the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with my imposter syndrome and all of those things. They say comparison is the thief of joy. The uncertainty, I'd be like, I just can't. I just want to know 100% yes or no. I don't like that in between feeling.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I told him, I'm like, sad was the wrong word. However, I just feel like very unsure. I feel very kind of like professionally insecure. And usually that's not my thing. I also kind of like suffer from imposter syndrome. Just like, who the fuck do you think you are? You just going to change careers like 10 years later?
Who gave you the authority
who gave
to think that this is something you could do?
That you could do. Exactly. And as a lot of times as I try to be extremely, and I am, like I'm very confident. I know my ability. I know that any company that has ever hired me, I leave my mark on that company. Anybody who's ever worked with me, no, I don't play when it comes to my job. I'm very professional. I'm very good at my job in any role that I have. So I just kind of felt like, what the fuck? Why do I feel like this way about something that usually I feel like comes naturally to me and I guess more so like everything that's going on in this fuck ass country. I was kind of feeling like is everybody like kind of feeling like nobody was going to see my potential. Nobody's going to see this little black girl's potential. Like, you want to do what? And that's how I was really feeling. I'm like, why?
Yeah. I feel like to go back to the whole confidence thing too, it's like I'm a pretty confident person and I feel like you're a pretty confident person. I think we present in a certain way that will like trigger other people to try to like take that confidence from us. And so that's like a constant thing, like whether it's personal life, professional life, whatever, because it's like, why do you have such audacity and confidence to think? And my thing is, I'm a fake it till I make it type of person. Like I could really not be confident at all or be unsure, but I will, because of my like issues with being vulnerable, I guess, I will make it seem like I don't have a care in the world. And inside, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. But I'm not going to let you see that because I know that's what you want. Like you want to literally break me down so that you think that you have something over me or that you could build me up or whatever the case may be. And like, it just sucks because it's it feels like always in defense mode. Like, why do I always feel like I have to prove something to you or to not you, but like to somebody? And it's like, why can't I just exist? Why can I never, in no area of my life, can I ever just exist?
It's always like it's I mean, it kind of is, you gotta work 10 times harder than everybody. It's like, okay, fine. I'm not a stranger to doing the work. I will do the work. But sometimes it does kind of feel like people are trying to mentally break you down. And I just like, and sometimes we're humans, like you start to succumb to it. And it's just like, no, I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like I'm not capable because I know I'm capable. So I'm not going to let you make me feel that way. But sometimes it is like, shit's getting to me.
Yeah.
Shit is getting to me. And I will say like that's something that I learned from you is just being very like open and vulnerable with Colin and be like, well, bitch, if I can't tell you, who the fuck if I can't go to Bella Noche's, then where the fuck can I go?
Where the hell
can I go? Where the hell can I go?
I agree. It's like I do have issues being openly vulnerable, but I do have my set core very few people that I know it's like, listen, I'm gonna go to the altar and I'm gonna lay it all out. This is where we're at.
Like this is where I'm at. Like, yeah, it's like, and sometimes it's like you can experience it, but okay, it was a moment. I got over it. But for me, sometimes it's not necessarily like getting over it. It's just like as long as I can recognize why I feel this way,
acknowledge it.
It's fine because something is like it's not gonna end immediately. Like I have no control over this job situation. There's nothing that I can do other than just express how I feel about it. Not, like
even with that,
internally how I feel about it. It's just like I know I have a safe space to put my shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like I feel like
but
this.
even with that,
it's not a cause for
when it's work related, even expressing concern or opinion or whatever, it's even with that you have to tiptoe around. Like you can't be as direct as you would be because let's be for real, we're adults and the bills got to get paid. So
exactly. So
even the mind fuck of having to properly be able to convey how I feel, being professional, being clear, direct, concise, but not offending you. Yeah.
So it's like I be feeling like that, and now I just be like, okay, well, the whole purpose, one of the purposes of having a spouse is I'm supposed to have somebody that I could just lay my shit on and be like, I could tell you, like, granted, I want to curse my boss out, so you pretend to be my boss, and I want to curse your ass out. Like, this is how I feel. This is how I like genuinely feel, because of course I can't go to work and tell them like I feel defeated. Fuck no, you will never get that from me.
Right.
No matter how this situation goes, if I get the job, if I don't, whatever circumstances are around it, y'all never gonna see me sweat. Not a singular day. However, when I call that ball man, bitch, I'm sweating bullets back here. It's just like it's like it's like you have genuinely helped me be able to take the mask off, and just like,
wow, I love that.
I be going through it. No, but it's just like over time, I feel like it is just, and over time, it's been like a freeing thing. It's just like, okay, got that shit off my chest. Next, moving on.
No, that is one of my favorite things about being married. Honestly, Matt and I we will be going in. Like most of the time, it don't even be about each other. It be about outside forces. Majority, if not all the time. And then after, it's just be so funny because Matt would just be like, "Nice talk."
They're like, "Good chat."
And okay. Yeah, like on some Love Island, like I pulled you for a chat and we chatted it up.
and now we can just, it's like, fine.
Yeah. And like something that I do a lot is like I'll be talking and then I'll just randomly stop talking because I'm so deep in thought that I want to gather myself so that I can have this word vomit, but I need to gather it. So like I'll sit there and I'll be real quiet. He'll just do whatever he's doing. I'll be like, and another thing, also, let me add.
It's like I gotta get this shit off right now. But
yeah, I feel like you have to. You have to. Like
gotta let that shit go. So yeah.
Girl.
And it's very funny because these questions, I be wondering, like, how do you be knowing?
What I be knowing? Because I don't know shit.
Because the questions typically, like your random questions, we do not talk about the topics. We don't talk about anything. I don't know her questions. I don't even have access to a list of whatever her questions are. I just give me a question.
Me either, because my ADHD notes, I have like 10 notes of different questions. So sometimes I lose them and I can't find them. And I think I don't have questions, but I actually do have like questions. I just don't know where I put them. So yeah.
Yeah. But it's like the questions always line up generally with like topic. Because so we ended the last episode with I had a question for you that I was like, no, we can't get into like extreme detail about this. We can save this for a whole another episode because we could literally go on and on and on about this. And rather than give you guys 3 hours, just break it up, switch it into a different thing. So I want to repose the question for you. So this is kind of like you have your friends that you've known pretty much for a long periodical time. Then you have friends that you make, let's say, as adults. You make friends as adults. And like, I guess kind of like what determines the level of friendship? Do you kind of look at like, okay, when I have new friends, we just start from this moment in time and go forward? Or do I now have to give you some kind of like backstory about me, my life? Do I give you the whole rundown of everything? Or does like, what determines, or how do you approach friendships as it goes to like, I don't know, I guess kind of giving like your backstory of people? Do you give like new friends, or do you even consider them friends if they don't know certain things about you? Or how do you deal with that?
I think, okay, well, first I will say that I tend to, what's it called? Compartmentalize people. Like, I don't want to use the terms like level of friend or level of friendship, but I feel like most of the time I kind of know where somebody, like what compartment of friendship somebody belongs in based off of, how we met or how we communicate or the nature of the relationship. So for certain friends, I don't give backstory because one, I'm a very complex person. I'm not even trying to be funny, but like I'm very complex and complicated. Like my background, my family, it's all complicated. And like I feel like I'm someone who, if things come up in conversation, sure, I might divulge a little bit, but like the crooks and nuts of it, no, I'm not. Because most of the time I feel like people are not going to understand, number one. And two, it's also kind of like they don't like to give people weapons of mass destruction to use against me. So yeah. And I feel like in my adult relationships now, I've come to realize the people who don't really know my full backstory or know certain things about me, I don't feel like they know me. Like, because when certain issues or things arise, it's kind of like, well, if you really knew me, like how you think you know me or how I thought you might have known me, then we probably wouldn't be in this situation. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what?
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
And
I'll let you finish.
I think that a part of that, it might also be my fault because I don't know why, but I guess I have a way of building relationships with people where we might be close, but like I still have like a level of a wall up. So they might think we are closer than what we are, or I think we're close, but then it's like, we're actually not that close because I didn't feel comfortable enough to divulge this or to like be very uncut about this, or I didn't feel it necessary to whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like I have found myself multiple times where someone has felt like they I don't want to say that like they're closer to me than I am to them, but like almost. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I think when it comes to new friends, I don't have the heart's desire to build that level of vulnerability with new people. We could be friends, we could be cool. Like I might like, all right, like when we having a conversation about daddy issues, okay, yeah, my dad was a deadbeat, but we working on things. Like to me, that don't take no level of vulnerability to say. It's right here. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. But the more complex things and explanations of things, I don't have that in me at this point in my life to divulge and build with other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get that. I feel like sometimes it be, I don't know, I be feeling like it'd be a bit much because sometimes it's like, do I want to give you my whole lore?
No.
I don't know. I really don't know. And I'm like, oh, can you handle that? I don't know. You're gonna have to
Like
prove to me that you can handle some of these things before I give them to you. I think now as an adult, it's like, I think now as an adult, I open up a little bit more because I've resolved a lot of like personal issues that I may have had. So it's a little bit easier to be forthcoming with information because like, oh, I've sorted out those feelings. There's nothing really you could say to me that is going to change anything. But I think it's important for like to say whatever it is because that it kind of explains things. Like you need the backstory in order to be able to understand why something may affect you. Like even if you and a friend have like falling out or issue or whatever, it's like you kind of need to know the backstory to know like this is why I reacted this way, or this is why the situation makes me feel X, Y, and Z way because of this. And granted, everybody doesn't know that. So I think sometimes when you're dealing with, I think even like friendships in adulthood is you got to be a little bit vulnerable because then it's just kind of like, then we just gonna have a surface level friendship, or it's like, I don't know, it's never like there's never like a debrief of like, okay, well, let me start telling you about my childhood. Right. It's kind of one of those things like, oh, if situations come up, if we're talking about something now, I can kind of give you a little bit a little bit more information. But I think with me, I've been trying to just be more open per se, because I've spent so much time being a person that if you really ask yourself, what do you know about me? Not you, but
right.
For some people, it's
in
like, what
general.
do you truly know? It's like mysterious. You don't know anything,
But
really.
I
You feel like you
also,
do, but you really
yeah.
what tagline, what show that used to be? You think you know, but you have no
You have
idea. Was
no
that True Life?
idea. Yes.
I felt like that was True
Yeah.
Life.
Yeah. It was either True Life or Made or something like that. But you know what else? I also feel like for me, I've had so many like, I don't want to say reinventions, but I've had so many like whatever. Let's just use the word reinventions of self that like I do have like, I would say one or two friends from each era of, probably like one from each era of those like major reinventions. So like I think that's why some people don't understand certain relationships that I have with certain people, because it's like it's really just like you had to know me, it had to be there back then to understand this. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like you are the last friend that I made prior to being with Matt. Everyone else that's currently in my life have no idea who I was, what I was like, or anything prior to this man. You get what I'm saying? And I think we can all say that that person, completely different person in the past 12 years to who I am today. Not because necessarily because of a man, but it's just a different person. You get what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people that I have relationships with and that are close to, they don't really like always take the time to think about the lore unless like I say something outrageous and they'll be like, when did you do that? And I'm like, now I gotta expose myself. You know what I mean? Like it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of
so
feel like it'd be one of those things where it's like, I will say that I typically kind of always wait for the other person to kind of open up or
yeah.
like, crack a door and like, okay, we could go down this path. Obviously, I mean, there's plenty of situations in life you'll never know 100% of everything about it. Unless you've been there
Right.
since birth, you'll just never know everything. And some shit just not for you to know. Some shit I will take to my grave. And some things because that's where it belongs. And then other things, it's just like that situation is dead, it's over, it's never need to be talked about again. So I just don't talk about it. It's
Like
not
why
a
do you need
bad
to know
thing.
that?
I just don't bring certain aspects of my life up. But I think as you kind of develop relationships, especially like, of course, if you compartmentalize things, it's like you're just like my shopping friend. We're not taking it any other level. You are just my coworker. You'll never know anything else because that's just what you are. And that's fine. But you'll know some things, my personality, but you don't really know the meat and potatoes of it and for me, so like when somebody initiates that, it's like I kind of do a little bit of evaluation, like how much of this do I want to say? Do I feel
Like,
comfortable saying this with this person? Like, why are you telling me this?
right.
But I've noticed, like, for the most part, it kind of I don't know, I think kind of more reciprocated in a way. That it's like, okay, generally I get the vibe, or we've been friends long enough, we've kind of developed a rapport and a relationship long enough that I'm like, okay, you can handle this information. I will give this information to you. I have a level of trust that this is stay right here. Anybody that I feel like you can't be trusted, or I wouldn't give you this information because you be telling me too much information that I shouldn't know, then those people are like, hell to the no. I would not do that. Yes, I think you can sometimes have to evaluate and look at people and see how they operate, especially when you're getting to know them and develop a relationship with them. Or even sometimes once you feel like you have a relationship with them, that I need to see how you handle things in different situations. Sometimes that just takes time to see how situations come up and what you do. If you really are what you say you are, and if you show me different, then I'm cool. At this point, I'll have the discernment. I'll be like, no, it only take one time. Once you show me that you're not a person that I feel like I could be vulnerable with, I could trust, we dead on that. I'll never trust you. I'll never be vulnerable with you. You're like, we could be cool, but it'll never be that. Like, or you could trust me and it don't go both ways. It is a one-sided thing.
Like, yeah, there are
just because based on
boundaries with certain things.
Yeah, definitely boundaries with certain things, boundaries with certain people. But I don't know. I think we talked about friendships before, but I think overall, it's just like I've kind of learned to just some shit is not gonna hurt me if nobody knows. Like, I don't have to be this mysterious being all the time, but definitely a lot more discernment that everything is not for everybody. And so the things that I do share is like, these are things I'm fine. These are things that if you told somebody, okay. Now, certain situations,
Yeah.
just like, no, I won't do that. Some things I'll never tell a soul. Like I said, I'll just never tell a soul. Or if you didn't know, if you weren't there, you'll just never know because it's not something that I bring up unless it's like one of those, I'm like, this is a pertinent piece of information. This backstory actually
like,
really matters.
I have to add this fact in there.
I have to add
understand.
this.
Yeah.
Or yes. That's kind of the only time where you'll like give some shit up in order for it to really kind of make sense, you know, in a sense. So
yeah.
But I will say, like, through adult times, I guess with newer people that I've let in my life, I just feel like my adult discernment is way different. It's just like
of course.
I think I've finally like learned to listen to and just trust my intuition. Like when I have a bad feeling and I just like, no, it's just a no. So I don't really have too many situations where it's like, I told this person this and then they turned around and used it against me. I don't really have a lot of that because I know if we're going to match very quickly.
But I also
I think that, like, I've always been that way, but I just didn't like know how to really like tap into that. So it kind of just caused me to like, I'm cool on everybody.
And I think
nobody.
I think for me, it's like I never want anyone to feel like I'm like collecting data on them, right? Like, you ever have people that like come to you and just divulge so much stuff and then you kind of just don't really give anything in return? I feel like I can give a little bit, but I'll give a little bit enough for you to not feel like I'm collecting data on you, even though you came to me with whatever we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? But also, I feel like I've learned, because in the past, like, if it came to my mind or if I had an opinion about it, I was going to say it and I didn't give a fuck. But I feel like now I definitely think before I speak, and I think, is this viewpoint or opinion going to aid in the conversation, or am I just getting some shit off just because I felt like it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If it don't move us forward, then it's kind of just like,
just shut up.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. just be quiet.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not giving you that because, like, it does nothing. It don't add anything. It just,
where would we go from here?
No, hello. Because sometimes it's just be like, why you say that? Or even sometimes other people be like, whoa, you share way too much. Like, I didn't want to know that. Like sometimes you ever like meet people who just like, like you ever meet people that just kind of like throw up on you, and I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't know we was given. Yeah, keep that, because if you expecting me to give it in return, I don't know, because I didn't even know that we were like. But I find that some people are just oversharers. Like they'll tell you their whole life story, no matter what. At any point in time, they'll just like,
and half the time don't even know that they're doing it.
No, they just be talking. I'm like, whoa, what? You did what? Like, okay, no shade, no tea, but I wouldn't have said it. Like, bitch, you could never pay me.
Like, why did you feel the need to tell me that?
Exactly. Of all me? All right.
Like,
okay. And sometimes it's just like I just can't give you that. Because I don't feel that way, but some people are definitely oversharers and they will tell you any and everything
about themselves and everybody in between. And I think that's the other thing too. It's like a lot of times I am open to telling people certain things about myself and about my life, but also if I feel like you're the type of person to just go and share this information casually with other people, I'm not going to want to do it. Like, for example, like, you ever tell somebody something and they'd be like, oh, can I tell such and such? It's like, why do you want to tell somebody?
Yeah, no.
Why
do that?
Why? I don't even care if it's something good, like, oh, I got a new job. Why do you want to share that information? Why?
But I'm very big on like, that's really not my news to share.
Exactly.
So it's like, okay, I can know, like, but if you want people to know, you will tell them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why? Even if you ask, can you tell somebody something? In my mind, if it's something that I don't care about, I'll probably be like, yeah, sure. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, well, why do you want to?
Why? Yeah, especially when it ends up being like a person that you don't know. It's like, well, why would you want to tell them that? I don't fucking know them.
Right. Like,
so what are we doing? Who are we? What the fuck would they care? And if they do care, why? Those kind of situations. If somebody said that to me, I'd be like, oh yeah, shut down, wall fully up, bricked up, never opening again. Like, Because now something in me was just like, well, what else you be saying?
Exactly. And then
because now I got my eyebrows raised and now I don't feel comfortable. So, you know me, I don't feel comfortable eating here no more. I gotta go. Now, wherever level of friendship we were developing is capped right at that moment. It will never be past there. And honestly, it might go down. It will never go past there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's just like, I be riding that in between line of like sharing information, but then also it's just like only the appropriate information. You don't need to know about my entire life history. You don't need to know all my family history, because if it doesn't move the conversation forward, if it doesn't do anything, then it's not necessary for us to talk about it. Yeah, no. Like, I'll save that for other people. And then even I think over time, like people that you do know and have known for a long time, I feel like sometimes those level of friendships change. It's like, you used to be the person that I went to, and now you couldn't pay me.
Like, have you ever had somebody ask you like, oh, why you didn't tell me whatever?
Yeah. And then it just be like, oh. Or even sometimes it happens and vice versa. You find out things happen, whether good, bad, or indifferent with your friends, and be like, damn, I found out on the internet. Whereas previously, I would have found out in person or, like one-on-one. So then it's just like, oh, this dynamic has changed. And it's like, okay, that's fine. You don't owe me an explanation. This dynamic has just clearly changed. And if it hasn't been like an issue, then I'm personally never bringing it up. It's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Because
I can still be whatever it is. If it's a good thing, if it's a great thing, good. I'm happy for you. Congratulations. If it's due, I've kind of learned to just like really stop letting shit like that bother me, because it's just like, okay, if you could do it, other people can also do it. So it's like, usually it's like, it's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. It's like, girl, if you're gonna dish it, you gotta take it.
Yeah.
And now I just like, shit, I'm like, oh, I just let it roll off the bat, because it's like, well, why? I do it to people, and shit, you know me, I stand 10 toes on shit. I'm like, well, oh well.
Here we are.
So
now you know.
Gotta be able, exactly. Gotta be able to take the shit that I give out.
Yeah.
And I feel like I do that because it's just like, I really don't like drama. And sometimes it's just like, this is not worth an explanation. Especially because like, even an explanation is not going to change anything. It's not going to change how I feel. You could say whatever.
Right.
It's not going to change anything. So I don't feel the need to have the conversation, because it will never go anywhere. I think at this point in time, it's just like, if there's no benefit, I don't want it.
I think that's what I'm learning, because as you
I really don't want it.
Yeah. That is one thing that I've learned in my adult life and adult relationships. It's like, everything really doesn't have to be addressed. Sometimes you could really just shut up.
You could shut up and you could just let it be whatever
it is. Yeah.
Whatever it is. And it's just like, it makes shit a lot easier. So yeah, I wanted to get your thoughts on that though, because I'd be like, navigating friendships as adults, I feel like it's easy in a sense, but it's hard in a sense, because I think that as the older you get, I feel like I only want friends who are as mature or more mature than I am.
Yeah. But I also think for me, I have always had like a lot of patience. Like, you already know, I'm the type of person that like, I can know somebody's lying straight to my face and I will still talk to you. Like, I will still have the conversation with you. Like, you know what I mean? But I feel like my bandwidth for bullshit has just shrunk so much, like astronomically, that yes,
that is very much you, because I'm like, here, why are you entertaining this? You already know what it is. Why are you going through with this?
But I won't even have an answer as to why. I'm like, is this a part of my people pleasing? Like, I don't know.
The definition of doing it for the plot. It's just like, but you know where this is going in. So why are we doing this? You know where this is.
And I'll sit there and be like, this is what's going to happen. This is how this is going to go, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll still just let it happen and let it play out. Like, what is the point of being That's So Raven if, like, I don't know, you don't even try to...
No, because even in That's So Raven, what we learned is anytime you try to stop what's already going to happen, all you do is fuck it up more. So it's just
I'm not saying stop it. I mean, like, either choose to see it for what it is and just remove yourself, or you get what I'm saying. Yeah. It's like,
yeah, it's like, but sometimes you gotta just let shit play out the way it's supposed to play out. And it's like, no, I'm not gonna preemptively get in front of it. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna.
and that's
let it
typically what I
play
do
out.
most of the time.
And I just be like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. And that's really just how I carry life now. Okay, all right, that's fine. Won't get shit more out of me. You ain't got to tell me twice.
Ain't
Shit, sometimes you ain't gotta tell me once. I'm cool.
You know, I know you don't like
Yeah.
Mariah the Scientist, but in one of her songs on her new album, she basically says, "Fool me once," you know. Okay, fine.
Is she? Because you know, she's on those list of people that, like I told you, like Tyler's on my list of people who should just not talk. That girl.
But I
Number two.
actually like when she talks.
Because I just be like, huh?
I'll be liking her interviews because it's like, but you know what it is? She has a very like dry, sarcastic personality and sense of humor, which I do as well. So it's kind of like when she's talking, it's like, are you being dead ass? Or are you just, yeah, I don't know. I enjoy her. Her choices in men, questionable, but I really don't care because it produces the music it produces. So same thing with Summer Walker. My brain can never compute why she's attracted or deals with the men that she deals with. Yeah.
Certain things I just want to just sit back and just like, okay.
This is what you want? Cool. Can't wait for the next project. Awesome.
Yeah. With certain people, you just got to like take it as it comes. I don't know why I don't connect with Mariah the Scientist. It just never hit for me ever.
I don't know why. I like her. I love her.
I don't see it. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. And sometimes
give it a try.
I don't like it. It's not pleasurable to my ears.
Fine.
It don't do it for me. I just feel like it's cute.
Not beautiful gowns.
That's it. Beautiful gowns. That's all I got to say. It's just all right, cool. But can't like everybody. Can't be a fan of everyone.
This is true. There's plenty of people that I really don't compute with either.
Yeah. I could probably give you a laundry list. Not a laundry list, but I just realized like certain people, I just don't like it. No matter what, I'm like, nah.
One person for me, which we don't even have to go into this, but like the Rod Wave, Allure, whatever.
I don't get it. That's one of the people on my list. Like
him.
Why?
And I also don't understand.
I genuinely do not understand why.
Like, for some people, I can understand why people like certain people. Like, for example, like I understand why the YNs love YoungBoy. I get it. I get it. Me?
I don't get it.
But I get it. I get it for them. For me, no.
Yeah, I think that whole that whole YN class of people, I don't get it. It does not connect with me. It's not my vibe. Like when I see all them people at that damn YoungBoy concert, I was like, oh my God, I would be scared to death. Shiesties are coming out everywhere. Oh my, like where are y'all clothes? Y'all coming out y'all clothes. Y'all are losing it. It just looked like danger is afoot.
And the crazy thing is, there has been no fights, no issues. There be YNs in there crying and stuff. And I'm like,
yes, I be seeing the videos. I be like, is this the YN Jesus? What is happening? This is the king of the YNs. Clearly.
That's they Beyonce.
I don't know. I'd be like, damn, am I old? Because I was just like, oh my God.
But it's like for him specifically, I get it because although I've never listened to like a body of work, but like different songs that I have listened to is like he's very vulnerable and direct in his music. He tells his whole life. He's one of those people that like his age group has literally grown up with him on the internet, knowing everything about his life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I get the connection. Also, aside from the legal trouble, even his being independent or being blackballed from the industry or not getting this endorsement or this, that, and the third, but building someone who's like directly building to consumer. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And then later on now, I feel like he's becoming, I guess, commercial, I guess. But I get it. I just don't relate.
I like hood rat shit, but people like, I like ghetto shit, but not that ghetto. whoa, that took it way too far. Yeah, he's one of those people. It's just too much for me. But yeah, the people love him, and I think honestly, the fact that there have been no incidents from his concerts is like kudos to y'all. Y'all are showing people that, yes, wow, it may look like a very dangerous situation up in here. That y'all do know how to act.
Yeah. Like, you know.
You know how to act. Now, can we just act this way 24/7? Can we just calm down?
It's asking for too much.
No, you know? You can only ask for so much. I try. One day, there'll just be world peace. One day.
Never.
Never. No peace. Yes. But anyway, well, that's all that I really had. I'm still stuck on the fact that you like learn things from me.
Girl, I don't be telling you I be learning stuff.
Like, oh, look at me, a role model. No.
Bitch, not you, my OG. That was funny.
You know, I live for a joke. But serious. No. But yes, I'm so fucking congested. Oh my God. It's like,
yeah.
Allergies. I think I want to get like an allergy shot. I need to go to an allergist because I'm like, what can I do to get rid of this? Because this is disgusting. I hate it. I'm on like day 4 of like Claritin D. Just to like, please decongest me. I'm tired of going outside and not sneezing and coughing and not being able to sleep because my throat is itching. My ears are itching. Like everything is just like, please just pick a season. Just please get over this fall. Like whatever happens with the trees or whatever in the fall, can we just get past it? I cannot do any more of this. Preferably, speaking of trees, skip the winter.
Really, really quick. This is very random, but do you know what pine cones are for? Like where they come from?
The tree?
Yeah, but like why? Why they fall?
They like tree eggs?
No. So basically, a pine cone is the house for the seeds. So once all the seeds for that particular tree, whether it's a pine tree or whatever tree, because there's different pine cones, once all the seeds from that pine cone is released, then the pine cone falls down. So it's just a house, a living house that, yeah.
Okay.
And that's also why they hold scents very well. Like, for example, I bought some pine cones and they're cinnamon and orange blossom, and they hold the scent very, very well, like throughout my, what's it called? My dining room.
I never knew that. Thought it was tree eggs, but the eggs is inside. Okay.
It's a house.
That was close. It's the egg carton. Got it.
There we go. Yeah.
A little styrofoam carton. It's the egg carton. Got it.
Pretty much.
Interesting. Okay. Well, you learn a little fact. Learn something every day. Yeah.
Don't ask why
put that in my mental. I'm just gonna put it in my mental Rolodex of like the random shit that I know.
Yeah.
Like, put that in my back pocket.
Learning, then you know.
What are you doing? If you ain't learning, what are you doing? Yes. So yeah, that was episode 79, and we'll see y'all hoes in 80. Bye.